Greetings, River Lady here, and this is the third video in my series of not pruning your flowering trees and shrubs / bushes in autumn. My host plant for this video is a dogwood tree. I planted this tree, it was about 3 feet when I planted it, and that was 5 years ago. I planted it in honor of my Sheltie, Sparky, who had passed away. He was 17 at the time, and now you can see I have a tree that is well over 15 feet tall. Dogwood trees are fast-growing trees. They prefer partial shade, but they can be grown in full sun as long as the soil is kept moist. They like an organic, rich soil that is well drained, but again, kept moist. If your dogwood tree dries out, it can stress the tree, and that makes it susceptible to various diseases and pests. So you do want to keep the soil moist. You want to make sure that the soil is well drained. They don't like their roots to be sitting in water. Keep the soil treated with organic material. Every spring I come in and I mulch around the tree with a nice layer of mushroom compost, and I bring that compost out towards the drip line. A couple of other things about dogwood trees. The flowers come in a variety of colors from pink to red. In fact, there are some varieties on the market now that are brilliant red, and my favorite, the pristine white flowers. I like the flowers because they look like little butterflies sitting on those sprawling, spreading branches that are so characteristic for dogwood trees. Dogwood trees set the buds for their flowers on the previous year's growth. Right now it's mid-October, and this dogwood tree has set its buds for next spring. This is why we don't want to prune a dogwood this time of year. I could get in here and lop off those upper branches, but I'm not going to, because if I do, I'm going to remove my buds that will give me flowers for next spring. And the whole point of having a dogwood is for those gorgeous butterfly-shaped flowers. So let me bring you in a little closer and show you what's going on. Here you can see I have a bud. This is a bud that will produce a flower next season. See, I have another bud there, one there, I have one there, and if I come over here, I have two right there, over here, and I have a bud. You get the picture. You see how the buds are at the tips of the branches. That's important to note, because if I decided to snip this branch, I'm going to remove my flower for next year. The best time to prune a dogwood tree is right after it's finished blooming in the spring. And that gives it a chance to establish healthy branches, enhance its root system, and set buds for the coming year's blooming season. Again, don't prune your dogwood tree in autumn or winter. If you do, you're going to remove those buds. As with all springtime flowering trees and shrubs, they will not set new buds before the next blooming season. If you are itching to do something with your dogwood tree in autumn, you can come in and remove these sucker branches. These are branches that attach themselves to the lower portion of the trunk, and they do sap energy from the tree, and they don't provide any aesthetic qualities. Crawl under the tree and snip them right close to the trunk. Okay, that's it. Any questions? Please post them in the comments. I hope I've been able to help you in understanding why we don't prune our dogwood trees in autumn, and I will see you in the next video. Happy gardening!